with that, we'll move over to Middle East, Africa, and Europe. I'll pass it on to Sitati to cover off on Conakry.
Thank you, Bhargav. In the EMEA region today, the major issue was yesterday's anti-military protests, which were held in the capital of Guinea, that is Conakry. And 2 people were killed following clashes between the anti-military protesters and security forces. It's important to note that the anti-military protests have been or were organized by the National Front for the Defense of the Constitution, which is a pro-democracy, actually the largest pro-democracy political group in Guinea. And the protests were the first since the group was dissolved on August 8th by the Guinean transitional authorities. Just to build more context on this is that yesterday's protest is an indicator of a growing resolve by the National Front for the Defense of the Constitution to continue the anti-military protests despite its dissolution by the transitional authorities and the existing ban on political protests. And so based on these additional protests by the group cannot be ruled out in Conakry in the coming weeks. And just to mention some of the possible protest sites which the anti-military protests could take place include the Prince Road, the Fidel Castro Highway, as well as the N1 Highway. And so clients with operations in Guinea, especially in the capital Conakry, need to avoid protest sites, especially the Prince Road, the Fidel Castro Highway, and the N1 Highway at the time of protests. Such protests have the possibility of disrupting road travel as well as supply chains. So that's all we have from the EMEA region today. Back to you, Bhargav. Thank you.
Sitati, thank you for the coverage. Bassel, could you please bring us up to speed on Europe? There was some issue with the gas regulator in Germany, was it?
Yes, for sure, Bhargav. In Europe, the energy regulator, which is the Bundesnetzagentur, warned against warned Germany actually likely that it will likely miss its gas targets set for November 2022. Actually, the authorities previously announced a set of gas level storage targets to be attained by November in order to avoid an energy crisis in Germany. The targets were set at 85% storage levels by October 1 and 95% storage levels by November 1. However, the head of the energy regulator, which is Klaus Müller, stated that the targets were too ambitious to achieve. So actually, Germany is in the second phase of a 3-stage emergency plan to reduce its dependence on Russian gas. And that emergency plan was imposed by authorities after the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. So the third phase, it's important to note that the third phase of this emergency plan, which Germany may be heading into, includes the rationing of gas across the country. Also, an energy company called Uniper reported yesterday a net loss of $12.5 billion in the first 6 months of 2022. The company blamed the losses on the gradual decrease in Russian gas supplies from February this year. This is all from Germany. Thank you.
Thank you, Bassel, for that. It's a wrap from us. Thank you very much for joining us. To know more about our services, please reach out to us at info@apacassistance.com. Thank you.